Alright everybody, welcome back to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video, and today we are back with your favorite series on the channel, talking about my terrible roster. Yay! Yay! If you haven't already, make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you want to stay up to date with more content just like this, and this is pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory if you have not tuned into this series already. Basically, we start off with, hey, this is what I currently have favorited and why. We go into my complete farming plan, and explaining why I'm doing the things I'm doing in the order that I am doing it. You guys give me feedback and your ideas in the comment section of this video, and I will update it, and we will talk about it more next month when I make some more progress on the account. So, that is what we will be starting off with right now. Quick plug, if you haven't already checked out our Discord server, I do all my content, basically, a bunch of content anyways through there, live ROFS reviews, all that kind of stuff, so check that out. And, well, I guess we can just get started with my current favorites. So, the big thing that's happened in this last month is we have a Relic 8 Darth Bane. I'm mixing words together there. Relic 8 Darth Bane. I still need some more omicrons here, but we're getting kind of close on one of them. I'll have to do a little bit of research on what's going on with these, which ones I need and all that. And we are currently still working on his speed. So I have pretty much all health primaries, especially even on this arrow here is a health primary with a health set. So we're kind of lower on the lower end of speed. I'm trying to get my Darth Bane to be 250, I think, is what I wanted him at. Yeah, I'm trying to get him to 250, and I'm not getting good RNG in my mods here, so we're just kind of working through Darth Bane's mods and getting those omicrons on Darth Bane, and then I might call him good for a bit, see what's going on there. Plus, having Darth Bane is going to be really nice for one of our upcoming farms that we'll be talking about later in this video. Alright, so that's Darth Bane, basically. Next up, we have Darth Sidious. I'm relicking him up for the Datacron, and you can also might take a guess at what I was referring to with Darth Bane with a Relic 7 Darth Sidious. So, working on that there. Count Dooku, I'm going to throw my Count Dooku with my Darth Bane, most likely. And I was going to relic him up, however, he's in a Lightspeed bundle that's coming up very soon here, so I'm going to lay back and let let the Lightspeed bundle do its thing, basically. My Relic 1 Dooku isn't going to do much for my Darth Bane just yet, but once I get him to R5, because of the Lightspeed bundle, take him to R6. I wonder if you're seeing a theme with what characters might be a requirement for something. Next up, we have General Grievous. Again, I'm prepping for a lot of Lightspeed bundle stuff. We are going to get Droideka, Newt, B1, B2, and Magna Guard and some Lightspeed bundles. There's a lot of good Grievous team characters in there, and I've really been wanting to get a Grievous team for a while now, and I finally have the time to do it. I also just realized that I'm missing some of his mods, so I'll take care of that off camera, but General Grievous is one of those characters on my account that's never gotten the proper love that he deserves, and I think it's time that I do that to him. So, yeah, next up we have Captain Rex, and we have Fives prepping for gas. I also started to farm my Inquisitors. We are sharding my Inquisitors right now, and I mean, if it wasn't for these Lightspeed bundles, I'd start really gearing them up a lot more, but unfortunately the Lightspeed bundles are going to take priority, especially because Gas is coming, and Gas is the character I've wanted most in the entire game for pretty much the entire time I've played, so definitely am going to need to get Gas as soon as possible, so really making sure I'm hoarding for that. Inquisitor, Echo for gas, I've kind of been working on and off with on a CLS team, so I've kind of been farming for Chupio. I don't have anything favorited for it because of Lightspeed bundle, but I've been farming and gearing up Ewoks up until the Lightspeed bundles were announced, and well, now that I'm going to get him all at R3, I don't need to really worry about gearing him up anymore, but getting C-3PO for the CLS team, getting Chupio for the CLS team is really, really going to be important for me. If we take a look at my Rebels here, you can see that I've really been dedicated on gearing them up. Almost relics. I was getting close to relicing, and just needed some more shards and some more Kyrotech, and I would have had that too, but the issue in my account that I'm having right now is Kyrotech. And that's got SLKR and Darth Bane basically back to back. I am so Kyrotech poor, you have no idea. So with that, I'm kind of been struggling. And in the same vein, same thing's going on with my Imperial Troopers too. I've had Moff Gideon and Range Trooper basically ready to go for months at this point. I just have not had the time to get the Chirotech. I'm struggling on Chirotech. I really, really, really need it, and I got too much going on in the account to spare some Chirotech, unfortunately, right now. So after we get gas, hopefully, well, after we get gas, we also need to get 3PO. Hopefully, things kind of chill out a little bit. I want to finish up my Imperial Troopers, get CLS up and running. It's just going to take a while. We take a look at Iden Versio here. I'm farming her because I need the Vulture Droid ship, and I tend to look at my characters more than my ship, so I just have her favorited still. But plus, I really do want her as a good pilot for the TIE Defender, and I do want to get her as a team in a bit here, but I have a lot of other priorities right now. She's kind of just favorited for the ship right now. More Inquisitor stuff. Sith Marauder. I wonder what farm I could be going for there with Director Krennic. Interesting. And Princess Nisa. Might just farm her to 7 stars. I don't know if I'm going to relic her yet. I know she's really, really good for the Ewoks and she makes the team better. I just don't have the time or resources to necessarily do that just yet. So, unfortunately, Nisa is probably going to take a backseat, just working on farming her shards temporarily, and then we'll see where we go with that. So, that is what's on the account right now. That's what we are working towards. And, well, let me show you the rest of our checklist here. So, excuse me. We are currently working on Darth Bane and Darth Sidious separately. Not going to use Sidious with Bane necessarily. Maybe until after the Datacron goes away. After the Datacron goes away, then probably I'll use Sidious with Bane. But right now, they're farming them separately. They're just on the same spot. And like we talked about, we have General Grievous here. And then we're going to start working on those that gas stuff. So getting some Qui-Gon stuff up here would be really nice. Obviously, GK we're going to get relicked. Qui-Gon, I don't even know if I want a relic. Because I want him to die, so we'll see what happens with that. Just, I don't know if I want to sink the Chirotech into... I don't want to sink the Chirotech into him if he's supposed to die, so we'll see what happens there. And then Mace Windu, I made a bet, and I said, you know, if my GAC opponent came back to finish up one of my finish up some of my squads, I would relic 5 Mace Windu, and he did. So, that's what the chat wanted. Unfortunately, I didn't choose it, but the chat said we got to relic 5 Mace Windu. And relic 5 Mace Windu is pretty good anyways, so I'll take it. So I want to get this team ready to go, especially after all the requirements. And then, again, Gas. Gas is the character that I've wanted the most in the entire game ever since I've really started playing and he came out. I really have wanted Gas. I get my 501st boys up and running, bro. Oh, man, I'm excited. So, kind of going to work on that. Kind of got to work on that and make sure this is all good. After we get gas, all those Lightspeed bundle stuff's taken care of right here. We're gonna finish up these Imperial Troopers. I mean, actually, I might do Imperial Troopers before this, honestly. I probably should move, I'm really looking at this because of Mace Windu. Probably should move this down a little bit to, like, here. But, just get some Chirotech on Range Trooper and Moff Gideon here. Get some, get the CLS team just relicked finally, because it's way long past time I've had these guys finished up, so... Definitely we need to work on that. And then Night Sisters, at this point might as well finishing farming Marin. Excuse me. Might as well finish farming Marin. And I mean my Night Sisters are gonna be kind of just a fun team to have. Do some cheese with old Daka, Night Sister Zombie with SLKR, that wouldn't be bad, I wouldn't mind that. So just making sure that's finished. Even though these guys are gonna be relicked up, I really need to get CLS figured out. It's kind of way past that time. So that's why they fall here. And then, as I was talking about earlier, my Galactic Republic stuff needs to get finished up here. Might start farming Keller and Beck here because my guild wants to use him in a few different game modes. So, might start farming him here if I can. And something I definitely need to get farming is the Inquisitors. So right now, I'm sharding them again, working on getting them to 7 stars right now while I'm finishing up all the stuff above it. And then afterwards, I need to start actually committing to the Chirotech and upgrading these characters. I just don't want to spend the Chirotech because I don't have any of it to upgrade my important characters, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do for the guild, right? So I'm working on it. Next up, I don't know if you've guessed it, but Sith the Turtle! Yay! Yeah, so Sith the Turtle, I'm more than halfway done. If we go look at the journey guide, I really am like, what am I? Am I like 75% of the way done? Maybe? More than half. Yeah, 10 out of 16. So after the Lightspeed bundles, I should have Dooku done after one more extra relic level. Sidious, I'm getting a Relic 7 anyways, so I'll have Sith Marauder to farm, Darth Maul to Relic, Director Krennic to farm, and Royal Guard to Relic. Pretty simple, pretty darn easy. I will have to farm some of these other characters to get the team up and running, like Armorer and all that stuff. Excuse me. I just woke up before I'm recording this, so that's my bad. But getting this up and running would be great. We're very close to a Wat Tambor 7-star, so I'll be able to relic him as well. Excited about that. So yeah, getting him up and running would be great. I know Bane is, well, Sith Eternal is technically Bane's lifter, or whatever you want to say, but I think it's obviously better for me to use them separately. I optimize my team, the output I have, so you're definitely going to probably use them separately. Next up, we have the Jedi Knight Revan team. I mean, it's long past time I relic these guys up. They don't really do anything for me in GAC right now. I mean, it's kind of a fun team. They're not strong enough. They're not strong enough, flat out. And I have so much I need to do before I get over to them. So, unfortunately, this is where they fall. But I will be working on them after Sith Eternal. That'll be my break farm. After that, I'm finally going to commit to finishing up Iden here. I mean, honestly, this isn't really that bad of a gear up. Like, I definitely could probably do this. I don't want to confuse myself with too many farms at once. And I might just take them all to gear 12 and then relic like Iden and relic 3 or something and just see how that works temporarily. But just I need to work on getting a few extra easy teams down for my GAC. Now that we're in KYBER 4. We moved up from KYBER 5 to KYBER 4, so now that we're in KYBER 4, I need to really lock in. Next up, Resistance, Zori Bliss. Long past time I've had Zori. I'm really glad that she works at low gear. I have her 7 stars, obviously, but I really, it's long past time I get this finished. So, getting this finished, really nice. And yes, I know, Finn's Zeta is very important for this team to run. I am 100% aware of that. I just cannot afford to spare the Zetas right now. We're basically doing back-to-back journeys because of Lightspeed bundles and Conquest and GLs. It's just, yeah, too much. So I have no Zetas to spare, and well, I'll have to just wait on that team. At this point, Jedi Master Luke should be a priority. I'll have CLS done hopefully by this point. I'll have Hoda done at this point. So just a few extra farms to get Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker won't hurt, and then Jedi Master Luke isn't too far around the corner, and I'm very excited to get that Galactic Legends. So, directly after or before or around this journey, I'm going to get Big Cal. Very excited for this character. Hopefully, at this point, the journey will be permanent. I'm sure it will be. So, that'll be a lot easier to get. He looks like a lot of fun. The requirements aren't too bad. Gear 12 for all of them is not too bad, but I'm probably going to relic up Seer, Big Cal, and Marin anyways, so that's going to be fine. That's going to be fun. So, I'm excited to get him on that team. I'm going to get this team's going to be great. I'm going to relic 9 my Jedi Master Luke. I'm going to get Big Cal. I'm going to get him, what am I thinking? Relic 9 Jedi Master Luke, and then a Big Cal unlocked on this account with Jedi Knight Revan and Hoda probably, and this is going to be an awesome team. I'm very excited about that. At this point, it's far past time I get Darth Revan. I'll have 4 Galactic Legends before I get Darth Revan and Malak. Way past time I do it. You guys have seen how busy I am with the account right now. Just have not been able to afford to go for it, but I'm very excited to get it. So definitely need to figure that out. Next up, around this point, I'm hopefully planning on having Ben Solo done. So getting Ben Solo up, fixing up a Rey team would be nice. Honestly, I probably could just remove this data point from the farming plan, because I mean, whenever I get Ben Solo, I'm gonna drop whatever I'm doing to farm him. So I'm gonna remove that from here because it's hard for me to accurately predict when I'm gonna get Ben Solo. I need to just move my Rey team around. At this point, hopefully I have Big Cal relicked up, or sorry, Baby Cal relicked up, and all that. So hopefully I'll have some more things to diversify my Rey team with. So I'll just plan for that. And then next up, finally getting around to my Dash Rendar, Zeta Omicron stuff, and then getting Vandor Chewie all done. I know that's gonna be really great for this team. Definitely getting this done. It's doing things for me right now. Like, it's fine. Like, Relic 5 is nothing to laugh at, and I do have Maz on them, but I could optimize it better, which is why it's so far down. I have so much more to do, but proper optimization should come around here. Next up, more proper optimization, getting more bounty hunters. Currently, I run a Bosk lead, Grief Karga, Mando, with Dengar and Boba Fett. That's currently what I'm running, and it's doing great things for me in GAC, but I know there's better ways I can optimize this. So I will be looking to optimize it in a bit with this. Also, Enfys Nest around here just as a fun character to throw in like a dash team if I need to, or if I need to solo something. Just kind of a fun character to have. This is more like a nice to have than something I need on the farming plan. It's just kind of something fun to have. So we'll see what happens with that. At this point, Mon Mothma should be pretty easy to get. I'll have Mon Mothma done. We have Kyle Katarn because of relics, or Lightspeed bundles, and the other 3 shouldn't be that hard to gear up, so this should be something complimentary at this point. At this point, Jabba the Hutt would be really, really nice for me. The mob materials is amazing. The team looks super fun. I'd love to get Jabba. We'll have Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker already. We already have Boba Fett, so we're kind of already a little getting onto that on-ramp a little bit. I'd love to have this. He looks like a lot of fun, so getting Jabba as, what, my 5th Galactic Legend? Yeah, 5th Galactic Legend would make a lot of sense there. After that, I mean, honestly, might think about getting Gungans, bro. Jar Jar looks like a lot of fun. I just can't prioritize it right now. I guess I haven't updated the rest of the Gungans, but you can imagine the rest of the Gungans being there. I don't know when exactly. I don't know when I'll go for Jar Jar. I really don't. I do want him, but it's just I got too much going on the account too much on the account going on, and I can't afford to wail on Jar Jar after I basically wailed on Bane. So, not going to be going crazy on the Jar Jar just yet. Next up, Afra. Afra is kind of a passion project farm I want to do eventually. She looks super, super fun. I love her comic books. I have a bunch of them. Yeah, I'm very excited about this, and well, hopefully this will give us a spot for Darth Vader to throw in here. Next up, Jedi Master Kenobi might do this a little bit sooner. Depends on when I get Cat, really, and a lot of these other requirements. You know, I think get Grandmaster Yoda relic up and all that stuff. So, getting the requirements down is kind of like the tricky thing here. I've been planning ahead, though, if you've noticed in my last 2 farms that if we talked about planning ahead to get Jedi Master Kenobi, I said I was going to relic up Wat, which makes a lot of sense there. I have Grandmaster Yoda in here. I have GK. I'm planning ahead to make sure we get the relic levels on Kenobi here. Also, we'll be getting a relic 5 Jango because of Lightspeed bundles, so you can see we're kind of planning ahead for Kenobi throughout the farming plan here. So, Kenobi will be great. Next up, I kind of want to get Ter Malthus. He seems really, really fun. Hopefully we'll have Seer done by this point. Maybe I might skip over her a little bit to save on Chirotech for a bit, just to keep my farms going. But at this point, definitely need to get Ufu's done here. I'd like to see this get done. Next up, probably should do this actually sooner. I kind of want to do this like, I don't know what I'm gonna get Maul after Cat, so I'm gonna move up Mandalorians, but I do really, really want Maul. If I could choose where I'd put Maul like right here. I mean, I probably should do Gar and ISC a lot sooner because it's just so easy to upgrade these guys, and they apparently are a pretty great team on their own. So I might just favorite them just to remind myself that hey, you can do this pretty easily. I'll favorite them just for now. We'll see what happens, but Mandalorians would be pretty fun to get done. I mean, Candyman, it should be kind of upgraded because of Malik. Jango Fett, Relic 5. Hopefully have ISC and Gar Saxon done by this point, and it's just waiting on Maul. And so this should be pretty easy and a pretty fun team. After this point, Profundity, I really haven't kind of like pushing back getting the Profundity. It just, the requirements are just a little more steep. I have a very dark side heavy roster, so leaning towards light side capital ships is going to be kind of I guess not really a tough sell, but an annoyance to really go out on my way and do when I have so many other things I want to get. But Profundity needs to be a priority at some point. Adred looks like a pretty fun team, so we get Profundity, we get Adred at this point, and I call it a day. Next up, Leia. I mean, we'll have Jabba, we'll have Jedi Master Luke, we'll have Profundity. Might put Leia above Profundity, honestly, but I probably shouldn't. I probably need more ships on the account. I am making sure I'm doing a lot of farms with my ships currently. Like, I'm working on my First Order fleet, I'm working on a Malevolence fleet, working on finishing up a Chimera fleet. So I'm doing a lot of fleet stuff right now, but getting new fleets should be a priority for me. Also, we're going to be working on Negotiator with his Lightspeed bundles pretty much coming up soon, so we'll see what happens there. Next up, yeah, again, Leia. I mean, self-explanatory. The win button. I'd love to use Leia. She looks like a lot of fun. Jawas. This is a big passion project I want to do. They honestly look pretty fun, and I mean, I'm kind of a fan of the potential here. The potential I see in the Jawas would be really, really fun. I'm very excited. I want to get these guys done as a passion project at some point. So probably after Leia here. Oh, we didn't mean to click on Chief Nebbit. And then after that, the Bad Batch. This would be great. I know they're kind of funneling out of the meta right now a little bit, but they seem like such a fun team, and I'm also completely locked in on Bad Batch right now. Season 3's been amazing, so I do really, really want to get them done. It's kind of like the Inquisitors. It's such a big investment for a team that's just so out of my way right now. So, kind of trying to push it off as much as I can, even though I want it really, really badly. Next up, I mean, Leviathan. Hopefully at this point I'll be able to do that Darth Malgus tier of Proving Grounds. We'll see. This might be too soon, honestly. It might take longer, but I do really need to prioritize Leviathan at some point. So, getting that Relic 7 HK, I know. Gotta get it done. I'm hoping by the time that this comes around that there might be a Darth Revan Lightspeed bundle, and I don't have to really relic up HK on my own manually. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, Leviathan needs to come on the roster at some point. And then Lord Vader, last Galactic Legend. Currently, if there's more Galactic Legends like Darth Tyrannus that gets announced this year, Darth Tyrannus will be probably above Lord Vader, and depending on the requirements, above Leia or even Java. Let's see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, but it really depends on the kit and what requirements are. And then these last two are just kind of nice to have. It's like leftover stuff. Sign of Saros is not really that favorable of a team anymore, and Stonewall Saw is kind of fun. I know dank ideals out there love Stonewall Saw, but I don't really know if I want to farm them just yet. So they're at the bottom of the roster. I'm sure there's a few other teams that'll be introduced that I'll need to work on and incorporate in here as time goes on. This is just proof of concept, just organizing stuff and planning for the future. This stuff changes every single month, which is why this is a monthly series, and getting your guys' feedback and just showing you guys what I'm interested in getting. So that is what we will be working on, making sure we are properly optimizing the account going forward. My roster sucks. I know it. I haven't been taking this game very seriously until about 2 years ago at this point. I've been playing on and off, playing very casually, not knowing anything about the game. I wasn't doing any research about it. I was just like, oh, this character's fun. Oh, this team seems hard to beat. Let me get that team that I'm struggling to beat. That kind of stuff. Wasn't really doing the research and knowing how to play the game. Now I'm taking it seriously. I'm paying the price for it with my undermanned roster, but we're in KYBER 4, and it's time we start fixing a bunch of this stuff fast. So gas, CLS, Imperial Troopers be really, really nice. But anyways, I appreciate you all hanging out with me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, again, like and subscribe. Join the Discord server if you want to see more content like that, and if you want to be a part of more content. We stream every single Thursday, Saturday, and Monday if you are interested. So check those streams out. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Adios, you guys.